What's up, guys? It is Friday, March the 8th, and looks like we have an invasion of biddies. Yes, these are biddies. They are always roaming the area. So they're on my property that I'm about to mow, so they'll get out of the way in just a second. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Simon from Grass Lawn Care. First day on my commercial property. Another year returning to it. I'm just going to take y'all on a quick ride along with me. As you can see, the weeds more so and crabgrass are the main issues that has arisen, on this property since the last time I touched it. But got the equipment, got everything I need to get it taken care of and get it back under control. So y'all sit back and enjoy this video and watch me make the transformation. Let's go. Just to throw it out there, this is one of the ditch areas that I sprayed last year to help control the weeds and everything like that. Because this, when it really gets to mowing season, once the grass and everything really gets to growing, this ditch right here will definitely add a whole lot more time on this property for me than I really, like to spend on it. So did get the okay to spray it just to slow these weeds and grasses down just a little bit, and just to help me out in the long run. So this dish won't be this terrible for long. Today was just a poor day to spray anything. It was windy for one, and as you can see, I'm next to a main highway for two, so I want to be able to apply any application when there's little to no wind and little to no traffic, because I want everything to land in a precise location and do exactly what it's supposed to do. Maybe the first time around, sometimes you have to spray it twice just to be 100% accurate, but everybody has their own way of doing it. So that's just me and how I operate on pieces of property such as this, that definitely is a time consumer and definitely is a danger being close to a highway such as. So got it worked out to where I can spray it and have it managed, and it all works out for everyone. So guys, just tell me how you guys handle, pieces of property like this, ditch banks or, just things that'll be, a little bit time consuming on a property for you, and you trying to, just cut that time down just a little bit more, rather if you shave off an extra 15 or 20 minutes off of a property. Exactly what do you guys do to maintain, ditch banks or overgrowth areas or things just in general to shave off some time on a property? Drop it down in the comments if you made it this far in the video and let me know. What do you do to maintain ditch banks, overgrowth, etc., for your clients, or what do your clients suggest to you? I didn't record it, but I did go back with my blower to this ditch bank and blew all of those loose pieces of pretty much weeds, into a neater, formation the best I could, just so it would look better and wouldn't look like it's just a bunch of clumps of debris in one spot. But at the very end, I didn't record it just for time's sake of this video. I did go back and blow and clean up this ditch. I don't know about you guys, but one thing I can say is when I go back to get an edge, pretty much back in order for me on a property, and it's really not bad, you can just go there and hit it with the trimmer and get the edge back crispy and sharp, without much hassle. I'm telling you, that's pretty good. This edge right here, I haven't had any problems with it since I've started this property here, going on year number 3. So yeah, it's nothing like a crispy edge that you can just go there, even if it's your first day back in the beginning of the season, and the edge is, pretty much easy to set and get back in order and looking good. So edges really, they're like a haircut, Once you get that tape up, it makes everything that the barber did stands out even better. So get those edges crispy, guys. And if you are in the new learning of how to edge with a trimmer, all I can say is just practice. Practice on a property that you don't mind, making mistakes on. Hopefully it's just your own, and go from there. I don't have a regular edger, a blade edger. All I do is use my trimmer on the properties that I do edge on, and I'm telling you, once you get it, pretty much down pat, it works like a charm. So, and also make sure you have some good string using your trimmer. The string also definitely makes the difference. So guys, again, as I stated, this first time back on this property in a few months. But here, what I'm doing is pretty much blowing all of that debris that has collected up over time. I'm just blowing it out in the open, so that just makes it just a little bit more easier for me at the end of the day. Blowing all of this stuff away from the facility and blowing it out in the open, that way when I get on the mower, as you'll see here in a few minutes, all of those leaves and anything else could be mulched up and pretty much turned into a powdery mix into the regular lawn, and no harm, no foul. It just saves you just a little bit of time from having to pretty much pick up too much debris or whatever. All of it works out just fine, and that's what works best for me. Now everybody else has their own ways of doing things, and that's understandable, but every business has a different way of doing stuff, and it works out for them and it works out for their clients. So for me, this is the best way for me to do it in a time consuming manner and getting it done, and at the end you'll see it turned out very well. So that's just something I do that helps me out anytime I haven't been somewhere in a while. As you may have even seen the last video I posted a few days ago, I pretty much put the blower to use first. Well, in this video I pretty much started with the trimming, but I put the blower to use first just to get that big debris and leaves and everything out into the open, where to go right up under my lawnmower as I pass over it. and mulch it in. So that's just a tip. Hope it helps you out. Guys, as you can see, as I stated, all of that stuff that I blew away from the walls of the building, pretty much going to get mulched in under the mower. And you'll see my pattern that I chose for this property. I started cutting this property like this last year. My original pattern of cut was just going, up and down from where you see me now. I would actually be going I would make a right there at that pole and go just up and down the yard. Well, after changing patterns, which you will see here in just a second, as I'm driving by after I finish mowing the property, I said, man, I pretty much like the way that looks versus, just a regular up and down pattern. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, guys, some of your yards, your clients are going to want them cut a certain way. And hey, that's just the way you have to do it. If they want you to cut it in a circle, cut it in a circle. They want you to cut it in a square. You have to please, your client. But let's just say you have one of those clients where, they was like, hey, I just want my yard to look good. And you experiment on just a different pattern or a different height of cut, or, using, maybe even just using a different mower. I mean, I know some people, their clients don't want them to use rider mowers on their properties. I've seen that on YouTube. I've seen somewhere the clients only want, just a push mower on the property. That's something that you have to, come to agreement with them and within yourself. But anyway, I started using this new pattern on this property, and I think it looks a whole lot better, passing by versus when I was going up and down. So it's just a small thing that'll catch your eye once you've been doing this long enough. And like I said, if you got one of those properties that they just really want to look, a certain way, then you can't just up and change the pattern. But here, once I changed that pattern myself, I was like, man, I really like the way that looks. And it really doesn't take much more time at all to really do the direction I'm going, as you can see here, versus the up and down. But it's just the lay of the land, and how the grass lays over going this direction. It just makes it look a whole lot better. And once the grass actually starts growing versus these weeds and dandelions and everything that you see out here, it looks a whole lot better. But it's overcast lighting, not really having a whole lot of sunlight, not really doing justice behind the video here. Guys, that's just the thing. If you can find a great pattern for a yard that they don't have specific requirements on, and you see a pattern or a mowing height that'll work or make that property really stand out, hey, do it, because you never know who's watching to see your skill level, and they may be knocking on your door or calling your phone from a business and saying, hey, I want you to come and mow my property because that looks pretty good from what you did. Especially on the commercial property, because you always have foot traffic. I don't want to keep babbling on, guys. Just sit back. The video is about to wrap up here in just a minute, and I hope you're still tuned in and enjoying the video. So I'll catch y'all here in just a second as we wrap this up. Guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this one. As you can see, I got the Red Max in action, getting that parking lot pretty much cleaned up and blew off, and pretty much making it look pretty good for the customers. And we're going to get it up out of here. Like I said earlier, I did take the blower and go back to those ditches and clean them up just a little bit more, and made it pretty much neater because of those weeds. They were just pretty much thick and overgrown, and but we got it taken care of. It was just time for it to be done. It hasn't been touched since last season, so As you can see, a very nice finish here. Got it done. And in 2 weeks from now, get back on it again. But guys, to wrap this video up, I really hope you made it this far. Please don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up. Please don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. It'll mean a lot to me. It costs you nothing to do either of the two. And we're going to check up out of here. And guys, one more thing I want you guys to see is in the next clip here, get that trimmer line prepared for the season. That's right. Get your trimmer line prepared. If you haven't started, lawn care for this season just yet, soak that trimmer line. You will not regret it. Back when I first, was weed eating before I started a business, I had no idea that you were supposed to soak your trimmer line to get better, results from it. But now, being in the business and actually have done it, I'm telling you, it makes a game changer to your trimmer line. And I'm using that, I think it's the Black Diamond or something like that trimmer line. I had a big spool of it off of Amazon, and it's lasted me a while. So soak that trimmer line, get prepared to hit the streets. That you can see right there, the Copperhead trimmer line is what I used. But anyway, guys, I'm checking out of here. Again, hope you made it this far, and we'll catch you on the next video. Y'all be safe, get your mow on, and I'm out of here.